Okay, let's get this thing started. All right, so we are on my Clanmate's account, and we're gonna try to figure out uh, a Hydra team here for him. And I think I've got some surprises for you. He did show me a team that he attempted earlier. I'm gonna try something a little bit different, but we're gonna have to do some work to get this team working. My son is in the chat. What's up, Cat Runner? Okay, so as you can see, this is my one of my teams here. But what we're going to try to do here is see if we can at least get a good normal team. Maybe we might be able to get you to hard. Let's figure this out. I've got two teams that look kind of interesting to me. But we're going to need to do some work here. The first thing is I really like Newt in Hydra. It did take me a little bit of work on my account to get him going, but he's absolutely amazing. Unfortunately, your build is a little bit weird for him, so I would like to make some pretty drastic changes. Particularly, he's very slow, and I want to get him much faster. Ugo is going to be very important for block buffs and for a cleanse when we come up against Torment. Unfortunately, I don't think you had an Inquisitor Shamail. He's obviously very good against that. But then we got Mishinaki, who I don't have. I don't have Mishinaki or Taurus. So that's going to be something I'm going to have to kind of look up and figure out how to get them built to their best of abilities. I did look at your Taurus build, and it could definitely use some work. But part of this is, he's got a relatively young account. I mean, relatively, he's level 90. So, anything under 100 feels new to me. But everybody's different at different levels in this game. And then I've got Estrid, who he's done nothing with. Not even a little bit. And we're going to change that today, as long as he's okay with that. Now, I don't even need her at level 60 for her to help out a team. Personally, I had her at level 47 with no masteries, just gear, and she helped out my team amazingly. I saw a video where Hell Hades used her in a team, and he didn't even realize until the end of his run that she had no gear, and she was still staying alive. She's actually amazing. So what I would like to do, if it's okay with you, is I would like to get her to level 50 just in the tavern, get her to 5-star ascension, and you can do the training on her later, but all we have to do is get her fast, like relatively fast for your account. So this is the first team I would like to try to build and see what we can do with that. We'll have to just see if there's some good synergy. Okay, great. We'll have to see if there's good synergy with these teams. I might have to mix it up a little. It takes a little work sometimes to figure out what works together on a certain account. This other team didn't quite fill out quite as quickly or easily as that first team, but I think it still has some potential here. Mithrala, I use on one of my teams still. She was on my top team until I actually replaced her with Estrid just a couple weeks ago. She's still very good because she places that hex and she does a cleanse when you get to the head of Torment, who produces that fear. Now, Artak is absolutely amazing against Hydra. He could be on any team and he'd be amazing. Any level of team, and he's absolutely great. I didn't look how you built your Sun Wukong to see if that is I don't know if he's built for damage or for accuracy. I'll have to take a look at it, but he would actually be helpful either way. Aniri, I just threw in there as an extra healer to keep the team alive. Like I said, you still need some depth to your roster, but I think if I can get this top team to brutal, I think I could get this team or something close to it to attack normal and still get you some damage there. So, okay, you got him for high damage. So do I. So I understand that. Still probably work. I might have to see what else I can do. I know that you have an Oboro, who I might be able to throw in there for the block buffs, because block buffs is one of the most important things that you can have on your Hydra team. It would be nice if you had a good provoker. I didn't see anything, and I don't know if you have good provoke gear or if it's even worth it. But so what we're going to do is we're just going to go one champion at a time and try to build them. We're not going to farm masteries. I'm not gonna change any masteries today, I don't think, for you, unless you haven't done any masteries at all, because I don't want to mess with something unless I absolutely need to. Now, here's the thing with Newt. I was very impressed with the build until I saw the speed at 136. That's insanely slow. I think our goal for you is to get every champion at least to 200 speed. Minimum for most content is 200 speed. That can change depending on scenarios, but I'd like to get him much faster. I mean, you had him crit capped with 280 crit damage, insanely high defense, but I noticed that you have him in defense boots, which of course got your defense up, but he's insanely slow because of that. Personally, where I don't know where you use him, but I use him in a lot of places, and what tends to work for him, no matter what, is actually, if I can find it, I saw that you had good gear in this set, Relentless gear. I want to see if I can get him in Relentless gear with still having good speed, crit rate, crit damage, defense. Because you actually have, I mean, you might have more Relentless gear than I do. I have such terrible Relentless gear. Let me just, what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the fitting room. Oh, you were trying to use Newt in Arena? I think you got better options for Arena. I mean, you got a Taurus, for goodness sakes. I mean, maybe use him in like Tag Team Arena or something, but he's not particularly an Arena champion. I mean, is it okay if I change him? I understand you have him in Go Second Team, but that's not where he's special. Like, he's special when it comes to Hydra. Regular clan boss probably, but yeah, he's really special in Hydra and Fire Knight Hard. Those are like his two best places. He's good other places. Phantom Shogun's Grove. I use him there. I use him in Spider Hard 10. He's good enough. He's good against bosses. He's not really an arena champion. So I'm gonna look just to see what you have that has speed, crit rate, and crit damage. Okay. Anything that I'm going to ascend, I'm not going to waste like all your silver. So I'm just going to ascend things to 12. And you can figure out during, like, we've got a fusion coming up. You'll want to save some of your silver for doing artifact enhancement. So like this is going to be an amazing piece. Pretty much however it rolls for you. Okay, we got double crit rate and speed. That's really good. Like, I would take that. Quadruple accuracy. That's interesting, particularly for Newt. So we're going to try fitting room. I'm just going to try things on. see what I can do. I'll probably throw him in some speed gear or something, speed or perception, depending on what I can find. So speed and crit rate is where we really want to start. What do we got here? Oh boy. This might be better than anything I have on my account. We've got speed with triple crit rate and crit damage gloves. That is amazing and perfect. What is this? Resistance. Oh, if you have Chaos Ore, I might use it on that. If I were you, I should say. Okay. How about speed and crit damage? Because we need... Wait, maybe you have speed boots. No, you don't. Okay. Wait. Do you have any speed boots? You can't see the stats. Let me take a look at... Am I in the way? Okay. Let me see if I can adjust my head. No, not that. No, don't do that. We'll try that for now. Okay. Is that better? Oh, you have some speed boots. Let's see what we can do here. Okay, that's not amazing, but it is speed boots if we need it. Okay, you don't have the best speed boots. Maybe we'll just find a decent shield. Okay, we got double crit rate on this shield. We'll try that. Okay, and then we just need to get a defensive chest plate and speed boots, hopefully with some crit rate. So what we'll do is I'm going to look for speed boots, crit rate. What can we find? We have supersonic. Interesting. Ooh. We might try some supersonic here. Okay, we got some crit rate, some crit damage. Let's try that on. And then let's see if we can find... Okay. These are both 5-star, but it might just be the best that we have. Or we can try that. Let me see if you have 6-star anything good here. Oh, we got... Maybe we'll try that instead. And then we'll try... See if you have any speed boots. You have any? Okay. No, that's probably not it. We'll probably go back to the 5-star supersonic chest piece. And this is something you can improve over time. And we'll see which one hits crit rate. Check equipped. Are you okay with I take off some things? We're going to run out of silver if we go too deep into that. Are you using your Dracomorph for anything? Because that might be pretty good. That would get us... We'd have plenty of crit rate, just enough speed. Okay, crit damage. Okay. Okay, why don't we steal that from Dracomorph? We'll up that to 12. You can up that to 16 whenever you want. It is going to cost us a little silver, unfortunately, to transfer everything. So that's pretty good. That'll get him plenty fast. his defense is still pretty good at 4,700 for your account. I know it feels bad to take it down from 6,200, but you had no speed on him. Uh, this will make him much better for Hydra. The crit damage isn't bad. I think this is really good, especially when you get this these leveled up to 16. That's gonna be really good. His accuracy could be a little better. Let me see what you have here. Okay. The thing with Newt is he does place some debuffs that could be useful if we can get his accuracy up. But what we'll probably do is do that over time. You can glyph things. This is actually okay. This is actually a mistake that is easy to make. You don't actually want a defensive amulet on him. What you want is crit damage. I don't know if you have any equipped anywhere. No, okay. You have exactly one piece of crit damage amulet. So that's exactly what we're going to use. And we're going to run it up to 12. Okay, he is a damage dealer. Any damage dealer, you want crit damage gloves if you have them. If you're an early account, you might want crit rate. But you're deep enough that you have some crit damage. For a damage dealer, you want crit damage on the amulet. The only exception is if it is a bomb champion. You're not necessarily worried about crit damage for bomb champions. But for typical damage dealers, you want that crit damage. Fortunately, we did hit some accuracy. I'm not going to... Well, I'll just use one of your small glyphs. That'll help you out a little bit. And then... Okay, this is really good. Double defense. Let me make sure you don't have anything better, but that's probably really good. Yeah, we'll just stick with that. That's a very good ring for him. Oh, it's also a blood shield ring. Okay. I think that'll be fine. I know that blood shield rings can mess up with certain things, but I don't think so here. And then you've got a defense. Now for the banner, you can go one of two ways. If you really want those debuffs, you can change this into an accuracy banner. Obviously not that one. This one has triple defense, but it has no speed. So you have decisions to make. We're going to leave it the same for now. But basically for a damage dealer, usually you're just going to want defense like you have with as much speed as possible. Let's see. This would up your speed a little bit. So I think that it would actually be very good to change this. And we hit double speed. So we're going to change this to get... So now we've got him up to 211 speed. So that's actually a lot better. I'm already much more excited about him now, especially after you get all of this. So what you're going to want to do is, I'm sure in the next week, there will be at least one artifact enhancement event for the fusion. And you're going to want to up all those artifacts. As you can see, we've already used a couple million silver. It's very easy to blow through silver, and I'm not trying to waste all of your silver today. But I think that we can get you at least in the ballpark of making this team viable. So what do we have next? We've got Ugo. I did not look at your Ugo build, but she's going to need HP. She's going to need accuracy. Let's see what we can do with her. If I can find her. Might be in, nope, there we go. Okay. You've got her in speed, which can make a little bit of sense. I would like to see if I can, you know, she's also really good in Relentless to get her going as much as possible. Relentless is very popular when it comes to Hydra. Just getting turns because you want to go faster than the Hydra heads it's a big deal. Uh, Now she is I know it says that she's an attack based champion, but the main thing with her is you want to keep her alive. I see that you have some masteries uh earned for her. So what I'm gonna do is I'm actually looking at my account right now on my phone, and I'm just going to fill out the masteries that I use. If I can find my Ugo. Okay. And so main thing we want with her is we want some accuracy. Just copying this real quick because I know it worked for me. I'm not like a masteries genius, but I steal things until I find out that they work or not. um, Not a big deal here. We're just trying to get to War Master is why we're using offense on her. Not because not I will I'll show you my masteries when you get these done, so I'll just send you what mine look like. Or I probably have a video already with them, but I can send you a picture. Okay, so you need some more masteries, but that'll get us started. We want to get down to War Master. It just adds a little bit extra damage. Okay, you don't have a blessing. So what I'm gonna try to do is I'm gonna see if you have good relentless stuff for her. Basically, we just want we need to have accuracy so that she lays down the leech and we get block buffs and the decreased defense. Very important. She also has a heal and she has a little bit of a cleanse. It's very important for Hydra. Okay, so we're just going to, we're going to go to fitting room and we'll see what we have here. So we want speed and accuracy. Very important. So we got speed and triple accuracy. Amazing. Speed, that's okay. That one's better. What do we have here? I don't know if we want to waste a crit damage glove on her. So we will see what else has speed or accuracy out of these pieces. We will go to priority stats, high on speed and accuracy. We have an accuracy chest plate. That'll work. And what else do we have? We got speed boots with some HP. That's not bad. That's pretty good. We'll go with that. And then these last two pieces, we will try to add in a little bit of speed and accuracy. We'll see if we can find anything in perception. One of my favorite sets in the game. Let's see. We've got defense. Okay, we got some double speed there. I think we can work with that. What is this? Crit rate? Crit rate or defense? Not amazing choices. Let me go to equipped. Okay. Just seeing what I can find here. Wonder if you have any HP percent? Are you using Sethalia at all? These aren't like amazing gloves, but they've got some speed and some HP will keep her alive. Okay, I'll go ahead and run that. And then, let's see, that gets our accuracy to 244. That's okay. Well, that'll get up when we up that chest plate. And her HP is still okay. Could be a little faster, unfortunately, but that's okay. We'll see what we have going on up here. Okay, we've got an HP banner is okay. I just want to see if we have an accuracy banner that's better. What we want is accuracy with speed. I'm just going to see if we happen to hit speed here. No, we don't. This is how I save silver, is I don't automatically upgrade all the way. We did hit 1 speed. This one might be better if I can hit speed. No. Let me see if I can hit a 2nd speed. I don't want to make her slower. No, okay. What I would do is if you ever get an accuracy banner that gets a lot of speed, I would do that. Okay, you don't have a ton of glyphs, so I wouldn't use it on this just yet. Maybe when you get a lot more glyphs, you can start throwing them on champions like this. You have HP amulet. That's actually pretty good with some accuracy. Not bad. A defensive ring. I don't love that. It's not terrible. I'd rather have HP if we have something good here. Those are not amazing rings. That's probably fine for now. It'll help keep her alive a little bit. I would like her to be a little bit faster, but she's not terrible. And I'd like her to have more accuracy. Do you? Okay, you don't do live arena at all, do you? If you can start doing live arena, this is for anybody, you can get extra stats. But this is what I do to improve my Hydra team. If you go to the Great Hall, okay, you still have some work to do on your Great Hall. Of course you do. Everybody at your level would. But you're doing some good work here. I would focus on accuracy, and then maybe crit damage. Those are like the number 2, or the number 1 and number 2 things there. And then if you start doing live arena, which at your level you could probably do some if you have time. Even if you can, okay, you added a little bit to your Demon Lord. Okay, that's understandable, but you're good on Demon Lord now. So what I would do is I would start adding to your Hydra. This Hydra is very important in the game right now. Yeah, I would start using your crests when you can on Hydra battles when you get to it. Okay, so we got 2 champions done. Pretty good. I see that, we are having some struggles with gear, but you've got enough that I think that we can make some teams work. Yeah, we just we have to play with things a little bit until things work. That's just the way it is for everybody. All right, next one, Mishinaki. Now, I got to be honest with you. I don't know how Mishinaki works, other than he has a hex, which is super important. Attacks all enemies 2 times. Damage based on defense. Okay. And he's got decreased defense, decreased attack. Okay. And an HP burn. Great champion. What I'm going to do is, because I don't like going into things totally blind, I'm going to look him up on Hell Hades to see what they have to say about him. Just in case I'm missing anything obvious. See what they put him in. Let's see. I don't even know if you had masteries done for him. Okay, you don't have masteries for him yet. That's fine. No blessing. Okay. What do they put him in? Okay, we can. I mean, we can put him in a lot of things. I see that you have a couple of pieces of perception on him already. You got, okay, you got Slayer, Perception, Righteous. His defense numbers are a little low, not terrible. Speed. I mean, this is not a terrible build, but he's got no crit damage. I'm not sure if he needs crit damage. I imagine it wouldn't hurt. Okay. Let's see what else you might have for him. Let's see, you got a 5-star HP banner. No, that's not what we're gonna want for him. He's a defensive nuker, so we want defense as much as possible. Let me see if you have that. Defense or accuracy. That's got a speed roll, but it's attack. So we're just gonna see if we can find a good banner for him with speed. Okay, we got a speed with some HP, not bad. Those are 5 stars, so we'll probably run with this. See if I can get another speed roll. Nice. Okay. So this is instantly better. And okay, again, we've got a defensive amulet, so we want crit damage. That'll probably work. See how that hits. Double accuracy. Excellent. And you got a defensive ring. That's okay. That's a pretty good ring for him. And so this is a offset piece. That's not bad. It's better to get sets if you can get them. Let me see how they have them built. Yeah, I think like with a champion like this who has HP burn and all this other stuff, like crit damage is kind of a bonus. But I still kind of like to have it if I can get it. Let's just see what you have here. We could go Relentless. He'd probably be really good in Relentless. What else do you have? Yeah, I'm going to try to put him in Relentless because I think that's probably your best bet for having good gear. Fortunately, if you're early game, if you can win as many tournaments as possible and get Relentless, that's actually very useful. So we're gonna not equipped. Fitting room. I'm gonna see what kind of Relentless gear I can get him in. We're gonna go with this crit damage with some speed and accuracy. I'm going to see if... Do we have defense? Where'd it go? Don't think we do. Okay. We're going to look for speed as an important thing for our relentless. Oop. Yeah, so we get speed, crit rate, accuracy, very good. We'll take it. Not the best. Got some crit damage there, okay. And then maybe we'll throw on some perception if we can find it. What kind of defensive percent chess pieces do we have? Okay. I'm afraid our crit rate's going to be a little low. Don't love that. See if I can fix that. I really don't like having such low crit rate. And that makes him kind of slow. I don't really like that at all. Maybe... Probably not. See, we're already kind of running into a gear issue, because how many champions can we build with the same kind of stuff? Um, I'll fix that. A little bit better. There we go. All right, sorry about that. Let's see. Yeah, so it's difficult to get all the stats sometimes when you're just growing your account and you don't necessarily have all the gear in the world. We're gonna see how close we can get to getting him crit capped at least. Let's look for chest pieces, defense percent with crit rate. Yeah. It's gonna be tough. We might need to use some offset pieces. Forget that. Okay, let's go back to Relentless, see where we can pick up some crit rate, if possible. Prioritize crit rate. That will add some there. Yeah, we're kind of running low. Wait, what does this have? Can we hit crit rate? 1 crit rate compared to this. I mean, these are the choices you have to make. Do you want crit rate or do you want speed? Unfortunately, we need both. So we're kind of running low on ideas here. So I think we're going to have to go with some offset pieces. Try to get as much crit rate into your chest and your boots. So defense percent. Let's see if we can get 6-star. Not a lot. What does this hit? Okay, we got double crit rate on that. That might not be so bad. Can we get some speed boots with crit rate? Not perfect, but it's got something. Okay, we hit crit rate there. Okay. All right, so we got up to 94% crit rate. He's a little bit slow, but that might be what we have to work with. He's slow because the speed boots need to be upgraded. So that's probably fine. If you upgrade these boots to 40, that'll get you 14 extra speed. That'll get us pretty close. And if you roll some of these other pieces up, we might get some extra speed. If you use glyphs, you might get extra speed. But he's getting pretty close there, so not a perfect build, but he's close. Which is kind of the theme here. Until you upgrade, until you have enough silver to do all those upgrades, they're just not going to be perfect. And that's just kind of the game, is always trying to chase better gear. What else do we have here? So Arbiter, I'm assuming that you just have built fast. I sure hope so. We're going to check her out. If you have her built right, we won't have to do anything. You have her at 324 speed. Okay. I like that. Oh, you got some extra speed there. Okay. Your Arbiter is built how your Arbiter should be built. Got a triple roll of speed there. Double roll there. You got a lot of righteous gear. I'm guessing that was from the Call of Arbiter. Were you playing last summer when they had the Call of Arbiter and they gave out all the righteous gear? Because that's where I got all my righteous gear. I would say try to farm more speed gear than righteous gear. Yeah. That was I hope they come out with more Call of the Arbiter stuff just for the free rewards that they gave out. So they were doing crazy promos for that. I'm just going to assume that you have all your best speed gear on her. Oh, you need a blessing for her. I'm not going to do that. You're probably going to want to research what you want to do. Personally, I give my Arbiter intimidating presence. Just makes her aura better for arena. That's what I do. And you haven't done her masteries. We could do that, but I'll probably just show that to you later. You'll definitely want her masteries on her. But I'm sure that you have her built for arena. Yeah, I mean, we can check for speed, see if anything improves her, but I doubt it. What we'll do is we'll go to priority stats, speed, and just see if anything improves her speed. Well, even if we go equipped, I mean, you have pretty good gear on her. I don't think we're going to improve her. Doesn't look like it. So Arbiter, we're going to leave alone. Yeah, all you want to do with Arbiter is get her as fast as possible. Like, unless you are super duper in game, like, that's really all that matters for Arbiter. That's all I do. Even if it looks like a terrible piece otherwise, get her as fast as possible. So we're actually going to leave her alone, but I would suggest putting, when you get masteries, it would be good to actually take the time. So I do the same thing. Sometimes I just kind of am lazy about actually putting my masteries on when I have the masteries farmed. But you want to do that. Taurus. So we got 2 left. Estrid is actually super easy to build. She's very similar to Arbiter in that you just want her fast. Taurus, I have never, I don't have a Taurus, unfortunately. I have Marishka. I know that he's an HP nuker. So we're just wanting HP and nukage on him. He does have a stun, so accuracy wouldn't be terrible, but that's not really what we have him for, like priority wise. So you've got HP. Oh, that's a pretty good piece. It would be nice if he was faster, but HP is amazing. You've got crit damage with flat HP. Okay, that's really good. If I were you, I would start trying to ascend him in particular. I'll let you do that, but he would be my #1 priority on my account if I had him. Let's see. I think your ring is okay. It could be better if it was, the only thing sad about this is that it's 5-star instead of 6-star. You got a double HP percent roll on him though. I would try to get a 6-star that looked very similar is what I would do. Unfortunately, bad. His accessories are built pretty well. Now let's take a look here. I saw that you have him in Instinct, which is okay, but I'm guessing you just don't have enough Instinct gear to make it amazing, considering that you have him in crit rate gloves instead of crit damage gloves. So I'd like to mess around and see if we can get his stats better with a different set. See, you got him pretty high HP, which is good, and you got him crit capped, but you have him at 122 crit damage, which is really low. I'd like to see if I can make that better. Let me see what other kind of gear you have. We're going to start off trying to find 6-star. And we're going to look for crit damage gloves. See what kind of stuff you have. We don't want Cruel because he's an HP champion. You have crit damage instinct gloves. Let me see what I can do with this. You might not have the gear, but maybe you do. Check equipped. Okay. I'd really like to be able to make this work if it's possible, but I have to be able to find crit rate somewhere else. So I'm gonna replace that. And I'm gonna look at the rest of your instinct gear to see if I can find crit rate. Instinct is somewhere down here. Okay, you have quite a bit of instinct gear. Was this from a forge pass? Is that where you got that? Probably. Not amazing. We're just trying to up our crit rate if we can. Okay, we got double crit rate. Triple crit rate. Okay. It does have attack on it, unfortunately, but it's got accuracy and triple crit rate. So I kind of like that. It makes him way slower, but it does add the crit rate, which we desperately need. 76%. That's pretty good. But we would like speed too. See if we have any amazing pieces here. This is a pretty good piece. I kind of like it. It's got speed, crit rate, and crit damage. And then we might be able to replace something else. Oh, that actually takes down your crit rate. Okay, so that piece must be pretty decent. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to see if I can find a shield with a bunch of crit rate on it. Priority stats, crit rate, high. Just need to find, I'm guessing this already has a lot. Let's see if we have, what does this do? Okay, what I actually need to do first is see if I can find an HP percent chest piece that's better than what you have. So we need crit rate. And I would like speed. That would help. And then I can look for a shield. Wait a minute. Yeah. What does that do? We're getting close. We're getting very close. We just need a little more crit rate on him. I don't know if we can do better with what we have. I'm going to go back to the HP percent. What does this do? No. This might be the best that we have. Let me see if I can find crit rate anywhere else on your instinct gear. Even if he doesn't have like perfect crit rate right now, you could probably improve that over time. Let's see what this hits. Not that one. Okay, that adds a little crit rate. Try that. Oh, you haven't done his masteries. Okay. So this will get him at 232 speed with 88% crit rate, 185 crit damage. That's a very good improvement. He doesn't have any accuracy hardly, unfortunately. Maybe if you upgrade those, you might hit a little bit better. This puts you in the right direction, though. I'll say that. If you haven't done his masteries, okay, we can at least add 5% more there and some crit damage there. And we'll need to finish. Oh, you haven't done any of his masteries. Okay, I'm going to look up Taurus on hellhades.com and just see what kind of masteries they have for him. I'm assuming that you would rather have arena masteries for him and just use him in Hydra as is. Is that pretty reasonable? Use him for Hydra primarily, okay. Because I can put masteries that help him more in Hydra, or I can put masteries that help him more in Arena. If you're more interested in Hydra than Arena, that's fine. You're happy with your Arena team. Okay. Okay, well, the good thing is if I mess it up, you will have one free reset on your masteries. But we'll go ahead and put on PvE masteries for him. And fortunately, these are pretty easy to do this kind of champion because he just needs damage and he needs accuracy. So we got masteries on him. He's already much better. When you get better gear over time, just up these numbers when you can. You don't have a ton of damage gear, but as you farm more and more, you could put him in Relentless if you get a lot more damage Relentless gear. But I would probably put him in Savage or Lethal when you start climbing through Doom Tower more, or if they start making Instinct available more often or something, or Slayer. Slayer is becoming very important in the game. You could put him in Slayer. But he's much better now. He's going to do a lot more damage for you. And we're going to do one more champion, and then we're going to give it a go, see what we can do with this team. I really am interested in finding out how it does, because I've never used some of these champions. Now, Estrid, you have her level 1. What I want to do is I want to get her up to level 50. And that'll be it. And then you'll want to, yeah, I mean, she'll be fine at 50 for now. We'll go ahead and do all this, and you'll get some nice points for CVC. Oh. And we won't even be able to fully gear her because she's only 5-star, but that's okay. We just want her making our team faster. And so as much as we have a problem with speed on our gear, she's going to solve all those problems for you because she's going to make the Hydra head slower and she's going to make your team faster. So is it okay if I use Bruise? So you have a barrel and you have lots of Bruise. This will be easier when they come out with the update in the next couple days. Okay. I will go ahead and I'm just going to use Bruise on her. Use a little bit more of our silver. And we'll take her over here. Now she is going to want... she's going to want accuracy if we can get it for her. So what I'm going to try to do is I'm going to try to get her in some speed and some perception as best as I can. And then I'm going to try to keep her alive. Now, there are some people with very good accounts that will put her in damage gear, but that's not going to work for us. We just want to keep her alive and get her fast. So HP with HP, we'll use that. And we're going to look for some accuracy, hopefully, on one of these. So I'm just going to level them up to 8 until I find some good accuracy rolls. Got Slayer. Probably don't want to use that on her, but no, we just want some good accuracy rolls if we can find them. This is 5-star, but if we hit accuracy, that'll help. Attack, okay. I'm probably just going to go with this 6-star that happens to have a little accuracy. Doesn't hit. Okay, that's too bad. Let me check your equipped real quick. Okay. I forgot that you have Padraig also not built. You're probably going to want him on your team when he's built. I haven't used him either, but he's amazing for Hydra. We might replace Morrigan with him on the other Hydra team. Because he's absolutely amazing for Hydra. Yeah. So we're going to go with this piece. It's not great, but it's what we have. Sometimes you just have to deal with what you have. So we are looking on everything for accuracy and speed. I'm going to see if we have speed boots with accuracy first. Those are not speed boots. That's too bad. Okay. We're looking for speed and accuracy on our perception gear. Double speed with a little accuracy. So this is something you're going to have to build over time. That's not bad. Let's hit one or the other. Nice. Okay, we got double accuracy with speed. Let's see what we can find in your speed gear. Speed and accuracy, not amazing. Let's see if we can find speed boots with accuracy somewhere. How about supersonic? Okay, maybe these. Okay. We got some speed boots with accuracy. And like I said, she doesn't even have to be built that well to be amazing. It would be nice if we could get some good accuracy on her, that's all. Chest piece with speed and accuracy. Anywhere? It's attack, which doesn't really help keep her alive, but it's got speed and accuracy. Probably our best option unless we go with an offset piece. We'll put that in there for now. How about supersonic here? We've got some crit rate, some HP. This is trash unless you're planning on using ore on it. That's flat defense. And I know that has speed, but that's 4 speed. That's not great. Like, you'd probably regret that over time. This isn't an amazing piece, but it did hit speed and accuracy. I mean, at some point, you're going to want to graduate beyond 5-star pieces. You want me to just sell that? I can do that. Okay, so this isn't... The rolls were really good here, but it's only 5-star. So at some point, you want to move on from this, but you're probably not there yet, and that's okay. Let's see. A shield. Not bad. Okay, so what do we have here? We have 202 speed with 239 accuracy. Okay. If you can put an accuracy banner on her when you get her to 6-star, especially one with speed, you're good to go. All right. So now we're going to test run this. I need a drink, a soda here. See what we can do with this run. I think I've got everybody built. Now, when it comes to team setup, we're going to do manual here to show you kind of how the team should work. And I don't know how it's going to do. You know, do we want to try on hard or do we want to try on normal? Because I don't know if it's going to work on hard. But we could try it. You might be able to do something with it. Fortunately, with normal, it's just not that hard to get 6.66 million damage. I think we can probably do that with your other team. I do want to replace Morrigan with Padraig, probably. Only one way to find out. Okay, let's try hard. And if we're embarrassed, we're embarrassed. I think we can probably do this. What's our goal here? Okay, minimum 5.1 million. We better be able to do that. And maximum 20.4 for the best chest. Let's see what we can do. I don't know until we try. Um, let's find out. We'll find out how this team works synergistically. Obviously, I've never tried all these champions together. Sometimes one champion can kind of mess up a team if they're missing something. And now I'm gonna start with Arbiter, increasing our attack, and that's gonna go into Estrid. Wait, no. This is who's up? Okay, that's Taurus doing some early damage. And then Newt, he's going to really want to attack. Let's see, we got Blight, we got Mischief. That's okay. That's unfortunate. Unfortunately, Mischief, until we get Hex on him, he's going to redirect people into the Head of Torment, possibly. But that's okay, because we have Ugo, who is going to cleanse us. So we got bailed out a little bit there. Now we have Estrid, who's going to increase our speed and increase our attack. And then she's going to hopefully... Okay, yes, she hit decrease speed on 3 out of 4 of the heads and weaken on 4 of the heads. That's going to help us out a lot. And now Mishinagi is going to try to add the Hex. Okay. Now, unfortunately, until we get rid of the Head of Torment, we're just going to have to deal with some fears. And that can be kind of annoying. And increase our turn meter. And what can we do here? A little bit more damage. All right, and then we're gonna do block buffs. Looks like she doesn't have the accuracy that we need just yet. So that's gonna be our big struggle going against hard, is we might be short on accuracy on some things. We're just gonna find out what we can do. It might turn out that this is more of a normal team. Now we don't have Hex on Mischief, unfortunately. We need Hex on Mischief so that it doesn't redirect us, because we really want to avoid hitting Head of Torment directly. Oh, we are in big trouble already. Okay, this team is not staying alive. That's a big problem. Okay. Let me see if we can try that a different way. Sometimes you have to restart just to get things going in the right direction at the beginning. So we're going to try to avoid Torment this time. And probably avoid Head of Wrath, because he's doing a lot of damage toward us. So I'm gonna aim for Blight, because then we won't get redirected. We got wiped out pretty hard, pretty fast there, unfortunately. So we don't have enough protection on this team just yet. Okay, this time we got the block buffs up. That's important. We'll go faster. We'll slow them down. We'll add Hex to everybody. And let's see what we can do here. Okay, I think our big issue here, we're not very tanky. That could be a problem. Okay, we don't really want to use this A2 of Newts when Torment is out. We're trying to avoid Torment as much as possible. So we're just attacking Blight. We don't want to attack Wrath because he's going to wipe us out because we're kind of weak. And we don't want to target Mischief directly, not while Torment is out. Okay, we're doing better this time. Okay, we got that back up there. Okay, we're doing better because we haven't been wiped out by Wrath. We're getting some damage numbers. We definitely need a cleanse already. Now, if you can start adding resistance into this team as well, then you're going to avoid a lot of these headaches. Because you're not going to be getting as many debuffs on your team. You're not going to have your buffs stolen. That takes time to build up resistance. A lot of that comes down to your Great Hall. Both the old Great Hall and the new Great Hall. And that just takes time. Let's see if we can get a leech going. No. Oh, we have a leech over here. Okay, we almost have the Head of Blight down. All right, we'll put that Hex back up. Oh, he got feared, I think, unfortunately. Okay, the important thing about Arbiter is that she will bring some extra healing as well. Because we're definitely struggling for health here. We're going to cleanse and heal. And now Newt's going to do some big damage. So this is definitely not going to be an auto team for hard. Might be able to auto it for normal. Maybe. Yeah, we can definitely get something out of this team as far as trying to get a second chest. Because I'm sure that you would love to get not just one chest, but 2 chests. Attacking this exposed neck as much as we can. We're getting feared a lot. It's a big struggle until you get an Inquisitor Shamail or something that can cleanse all of this. Yeah, I mean, even like this isn't going to take you an hour simply because you're probably not going to stay alive that long. It's not that strong yet. That's okay. We're going to be able to get, the minimum was 5.1. We're going to get there. As long as we don't Wipe again. Okay, we got Suffering here. Suffering is a huge pain. Guess we try Mischief because you see that we have Hex on Mischief? That means that we can attack Mischief. So that's actually huge that we have that. Unfortunately, we get provoked because we have no resistance on this team, really. Okay, we finally got swallowed. Let's see if we can get Newt out. That is a concern of mine. Yeah, unfortunately, Estrid is not tanky enough right now. We really want to get her to 60. And we need Michinaki to have more accuracy to get his burns up. Big problem right now. We might need to put in Mithrala to keep us better alive until we can improve some of those other champions. Your big problem right now is clearly gear, not your champions. Let's hope that works. I think we need to try Mithrala on this team. I don't think Michinagi is doing enough currently as built. And we need an extra cleanser on this team because we keep getting feared. So we were close here, but I want to try Mithrala on this team. I just don't think we had enough stuff for Michinaki. I mean, he didn't have hardly any accuracy. I'll take Mithrala. I'm going to try her on this team. Use some glyphs. I can try. I mean, the big thing is, I mean, he's all level 12 here. We can give him an accuracy banner. That'll help him out. We could give him an accuracy chest piece if we have it. Probably not. Maybe. Let's see if we can glyph him enough. Just use baby glyphs here. That's a little bit better. We definitely need him faster. We're going to have to do that. Just starting with this game, what progression ratio like? I'm not sure what you're asking. Can you rephrase that, Shell Noir? Okay, we can try this one more time. You know, I think we might need some accuracy, better accuracy on this guy. I mean, what do we get out of that? Maybe not. That's just going to be okay. Okay, let's try it again. Yeah, the good news is Newt is doing good damage. I like the Newt build. Definitely keep him in this team no matter what. And Ugo's doing her job too. If she had a little bit more accuracy, she'd probably hit all 3 heads. Estrid's doing her job, but she's dying too quickly because she's not built fully. We might need to put Mithrala in for either Mishinagi or for Taurus, just for extra healing. Let's see. We do get the Hex out on 3 of the heads. That's good. When we have the Hex out on Mischief, we can attack the head of Mischief. We'd like to get rid of that head, but they're protected now. So let's try over here. We can get damage. It's just a matter of, can we keep this team alive and going? Because we don't have some missing pieces. We don't have We don't have a mischief tank. We don't have resistance. We don't have some damage and some speed. And that's the problem when, I mean, as you go through progression, you need more and more champions to fill certain roles. So we're doing the best we can with what we have. But it's about building a team. So even if you have 6 amazing Hydra champions, are they 6 amazing champions that work together? And that's what we're trying to work through here. And see if we get the hex back up. There we are. I'd like to get rid of mischief if we can. Get some heals. Okay. I think we might need to replace Estrid until she gets a little bit tankier. She's just dying too fast. And Mithrala could really help out this team. So maybe we'll put Estrid on the normal team if we have to. And you could just reverse them when she's built. But we'll see what we can do here. Okay. We're just dying too fast. So let's try Mithrala. And maybe we can put Estrid into this team. Okay. So now we have a lot more protection. It's not perfect, but we'll probably have a better chance of staying alive because she has a strength and a shield. But we'll see here. Yikes. That didn't work. Let's see how you have Mithrala built. Didn't even look at that. Okay. Okay. Speed, accuracy. Okay, that's fine. About. It's a little different. So we're just kind of dealing with a little bit RNG here. I'm just trying to figure out how we can make this team work. I don't think we're far off, but I didn't fully level up all your gear. I think that's one of our big problems here. Is everybody's dying because their gear is at level 12. Okay. Why are they hitting my Arbiter so hard right now? That's very strange. She's dying very fast. I think we actually need to go back to Estrid. I think we can do that. You know what? I'm gonna switch things up a little bit here. I just want to try different teams, see how they work. What if we put in Artak? And we put Estrid back in there. And this is what I do with my teams, is I just kind of try things, see what works well together. And with different rotations, you might see different results too. Okay, so he hits his HP burns just fine, so that's good. Block buffs. It's all about whether or not we can keep the team alive. This guy's hitting us pretty hard. What I'd really like to do is be able to get you to get that smallest chest on hard today. And then when you finish building your champions, it'll be even easier to improve the team. Why is she dying so fast all of a sudden? We need to be more careful with this team somehow. We're going to figure this out. Just need to protect our team better. Because this guy is just hitting us way too hard. Okay, I want to get this decrease attack out there, I think. So he's not hitting us so hard. Instead of hitting him with the hex right away, get that decrease attack, which didn't work, of course. Try to get a leech. Good. We're going to avoid hitting this guy as much as we can because he hurts us too much. I had the same trouble with my hard team because I also use Arbiter, and sometimes they die quickly and I have to restart. So this shouldn't be super surprising, I guess. But because we have no resistance, he gets us with this provoke. Yeah, that's a problem. It's a big problem. We're getting provoked by Wrath. He's wiping the floor with us. That's why I think that we need Mithrala on this particular team. Because she's going to be able to resist that, I think. We're going to try that. We'll still have Hex. We're going to be heavily dependent on Artak and his ability to get Newt free. Okay, he didn't provoke everybody that time. That's good. Now we have the strength and the shield that might keep us alive. Hmm. Okay. Hex up. Okay, we got a possibility here of this team working. I really want to get Estrid to level 60 so she stops dying so fast. Ah, we keep getting wiped out. I just don't think that we can use Estrid right now because she keeps dying. We need something that's gonna keep us alive better. We could even use Syl potentially. She's kind of underrated actually. Yeah, it definitely needs more 16 pieces, especially we had a lot of like chest plates and gloves and boots all at 12. That's a big problem. I mean, Newt fortunately is built very well. So he's getting some damage for you. And I didn't even look at your Artak build, but he seems to be placing the burns, and that's what we need. It's just a matter of staying alive. Yikes. It's just this guy is hitting us so hard. And that's why I brought Syl in, because she's going to bring some extra protection. See if we can survive this. It's going to be hard. Nope, that's not going to do it. We almost had it with the first team that we had. We're just getting hit so hard. It's really hard to keep this team alive. We need to avoid this guy somehow. It's really hard to do. Yeah, I thought about UDK actually. Didn't want to after it to resort to that, but it's a possibility. No. Interesting. You have kind of a fast UDK. Let's see if he's got any accuracy. Oh. Oh, we got decrease attack on him. And a hex. Okay. We survived one round from him. Now, I've seen UDK work before in Hydra. It doesn't shock me. He's not what people think of as a Hydra champion. But if he keeps us alive, that'd be great. Hmm. No. Fortunately, our Arbiter isn't very tanky either. We're really struggling here. All right. Okay, what if we get the decrease attack out real quick? Let's do that first. Okay, we've learned that it's very important that we get a decrease attack on this guy so he's not wiping us out so hard. We'll get a leech, that's good. We'll cleanse. I mean, something that's really going to help you is working on your Great Hall so that you just have overall more stats for your teams. And we've got not enough resistance, not enough tankiness, not enough speed, and that's part of progression, of course. It takes time to build good Hydra teams. Arbiter just keeps dying. It's a real problem. Let me take a look at your Arbiter. She's getting worked over. Not a lot of HP. A lot of speed. What if we gave her some HP on the amulet? That'd be good. She also doesn't have any accuracy. If she has accuracy, she's better. But you're not really close there. Give her a little bit of tankiness. Come on. Hmm. As soon as you get another pair of HP percent gloves, perception, I'd put those on Mithrala. Keep her alive better. We don't want to take it off our tack. But when you do, it's very hard to get enough HP percent gloves and chest plates in Perception. I use them on tons and tons of champions. Okay. Let's go back to Taurus. And I'm going to switch those two up. Make sure we get more accuracy. Okay, so he did provoke us, but he has decreased attack on him, so he's not going to hurt us as bad. Plus, he's got a leech, an HP burn, block buffs. Got him right where we want him. Nice. Heal and a cleanse. We almost have this head down. Okay. That's much better. We have a head down. These three are halfway to down. We need to get a cleanse soon so we can get our attack back up. Okay, she got the weaken on there. Because we have Mithrala in the lead, she is giving a nice amount of accuracy to everybody. Okay, and suffering popped up. Not great. We're going to try to get rid of this head, though. We can get we can get Wrath out of here. And if we can get Torment out of here, that'd be great. I think we can do it right now. Come on. There we go. Okay. So our big fear is that Newt is about to get swallowed. We do not want that to happen, but it's going to. So we need enough damage from Mishinagi and Taurus when he gets swallowed to release him. So that's going to be the big question now. Block buffs. We almost have 2 more heads down. This is going to be great. Now, when Ugo has the fear on him, you don't want to use his A2 or A3 because it might be wasted. You just never know. Okay, because Torment is almost down, I'm just going to use the A2 on Newt anyway. And we're going to try to get rid of him. Nice. So we don't have to worry about the fear anymore. We almost have that minimum damage that we were looking for to make this a viable team. And then all we really need, we need to improve the gear. We need to get the masteries up there. But this is a viable team now. I think we figured it out. There is RNG, of course. It might take you some turns. We get some heals. We're not dying so fast. It's just a matter of, can we get Newt freed when he gets swallowed? It's going to be tough. Because I don't know if Taurus or Mishinaki are really built well enough yet. Like, they're close, at least. I don't know if they're there yet. Okay, we did it. This is a viable team. All you have to do is improve it. Okay. So we're going to get some big damage here. And then he's going to get swallowed in a second here. Looks by the mischief head. So we are going to need to get... We're going to need to get Hex out there as soon as we possibly can. Because otherwise the mischief head is going to absolutely ruin Newt. Okay, we'll do this. Okay, that did some okay damage. Okay, we get the Hex. That's super important. Now he can't redirect us. There we go. Okay. We have a team here. We have a team. Let's just see what kind of numbers we can put up now. Okay, again, she has the fear on her. So there's no sense in trying to use the cleanse because she's the only one that we would be cleansing. We just use the A1 and hope it doesn't hit Torment again. We're going to go ahead and just try to put the weaken up there. It misses. Now, when the neck is exposed like this, that's when you want to attack that, assuming that nobody has been swallowed. Because we're just on hard, it's pretty slow at this point. We're on turn count 20. So we shouldn't have to worry too much about that. We're just trying to get as much damage here as possible. The leech does help keep your team alive. Gives you a little bit of your health back. We're not worried about that just yet. Now, Mithrala, she throws out these double poisons. It's not super effective against an exposed neck. It's not super effective anywhere, to be honest. The main thing you want to do is just avoid hitting Torment. Gets a little bit of damage, but not a lot. So fortunately, you have great champions for this. This is a very solid team. It's not a perfect team. It would be really nice if you had, if you over time at least farmed provoke gear, you could put that on one of these champions. We're in trouble. Okay. Nice, nice, nice. We are out of trouble. It's really important to get provoke into a team if possible. We're doing pretty well here, though. Let's see how high up we can get before we get eventually wiped out. Let's see, Head of Wrath. It's been a pain for us. Blight does not really bother me. Suffering toward the end of a run can be very annoying because it's hard to get a lot of damage on Suffering. And when Suffering swallows you, it'll take 2 turns in a row and it can swallow you very fast, and it's very annoying. So I hate Suffering toward the end of a Hydra run, but not as much when we're on turn 32 of the boss turn count. Earlier in the run, it's not so bad, but later he starts getting very fast and very troublesome. Unfortunate. Okay, we'll get the hex back up there. Super important. Even when Mischief isn't out there, Hex is super important just for more damage. But we want to make sure on this particular team, we always have to have a decrease attack or we're in trouble. We're going to get wiped out. Really need a cleanse here soon if we can get one. Oh, we're gonna get some number. Oh, he was on fear. Oh, shoot. Sometimes it's hard to tell with all these buffs and debuffs up. You really got to make sure that your champions are not feared, because then you can easily waste their skills. And I kind of just did that with Newt, unfortunately. Happens. Okay. Here we go. Here we go. We're getting some numbers now. This is what I said from the beginning, is you just have to find synergy that's going to work with your team. So all the champions that I tried are good champions, and they're good for Hydra. Or are they going to work together? Are you going to have all the pieces that you need? You don't have all the pieces that you need, but you have enough pieces to get the job done at this level for now. It'd be really nice, like I said, if you had a provoker like Molly. Molly Tankard is my favorite provoker. I only have one. I wish I had three, but that's pretty rare. Unless you're a whale. Probably not going to have the three of the best provokers. But fortunately, we haven't even seen the head that you really need provoke for. We're going to see if we can get rid of Torment Head next, even though we're going to get feared a lot. The Head of Torment is actually not hard to take down. As far as like, it feels pretty weak to me. It's just a matter of waiting until it's low enough, because you're going to get feared a lot. Okay. So we're halfway toward the top chest on hard. So I don't know if we're going to get there on this run or not. But if you upgrade all the artifacts on these champions and you can deal with a little RNG, I think you can get there. It does take some learning. Hydra takes learning on how to deal with certain problems. Okay, so now we've got the Head of Suffering, swallowed Taurus. I think we'll be able to get it out. Because it's fairly early on, it gets harder. And we just got provoked. That's terrible timing. Still think we're going to have time, but that was rough. I think we're going to have time to get Newt around a couple more times, and he'll be able to do the job. Yikes, 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 yikes. Shoot. We need to keep Arbiter alive. Oh boy. Okay, we're gonna free this champion. No, we're not. It's too well protected. Okay. Didn't quite work out for us. We're gonna get a good chest out of this though. And you're going to improve this team? Oh man. It's just gonna get better. Just wasn't quite there for us today. But when you get your masteries and you upgrade all your artifacts, I think this team can get the top chest. Just need a little patience. About to get wiped out here. We're just kind of awaiting the inevitable now. There we go, 12.8 million. So we got 2.5 million damage from Newt. We got 4.4 million out of Taurus and 3.4 out of Mishinaki. Of course, a lot of that is from the Hex. What do you think? We want to keep this result? I mean, we've only got a few hours left of Hydra this week. Yeah. So, oh, this was normal. We were running on normal. Oh my gosh. I mean, it's still a good team. I thought we were running hard, but this is obviously a very good normal team at least. I think that this team can run hard if you upgrade everything. So I'm going to go ahead and keep this result. And you're going to have to learn how to play Hydra. Every head presents a different challenge. I tried to explain as much as I could as we play them, but yeah, I mean, look at this. He needs 5 pieces upgraded, just Newt. Mithrala, pretty good, actually. I mostly like your Mithrala build. Your attack build's not bad, actually. Kind of like, we didn't use him in the end, but I like him. Uh, you'll have to upgrade a couple pieces for her. You know, as you get more glyphs, you can use more glyphs. Um, Taurus is obviously amazing. Um, he was our number one damage dealer. Surprised me, honestly. It didn't feel like he was doing that much damage, but I guess he was. It'd be nice if he had accuracy, but you can't always have everything. Mishinaki, I wish I had this guy. It'd be nice if he was a little faster. You'll need to upgrade 6 of his pieces. That's a big thing. But yeah, you have a team now. And so you can just learn these building blocks. And as you get more champions, as you get more gear, you know, over time, your team will be better. And you also helped out our Hydra Clash a little bit. We're in second place. You just got us 12 million points. So we've got that going for us. And you know, maybe when you get everything upgraded, you can try that team with hard. And if you can start getting hard chests with that team, then we can work on a second team. You have more keys, you can try things out. We could throw in, I actually like Drexthar more than most people do, especially for normal Hydra. And I think even hard Hydra would be fine. I would build up Rathalos if you could. Aniri's just there because you don't have a ton of revivers or healers. So I just tossed her in there. Syl can work. She's not perfect for Hydra, but she can kind of work. I know you were wanting to try to Vizix earlier with the team. I don't personally love Vizix, but I know that she can be viable in Hydra. Death Knight can be viable in Hydra. You want more burners. He's a good burner. Some people have in the past used Geomancer. I think he's fallen a little out of favor for Hydra. He's better in upper levels, and usually people that fight upper levels have better options. You could try him out. I don't think he's great. Hi, my daughter's in the chat now. She has block buffs. You might throw her in that team. Yeah, your big problem is you need more stats, and that comes with time. Whisper's very good in Hydra, but you only have her at 50, and she's kind of gear intensive, I feel. I think you could use this Rhodos better in Arena if he was at level 60 and Ascended, but obviously you can't build everything at once, right? I would love to trade you for your Rhodos if I could. Not the way the game works. But yeah, for me, I suggest doing as much. And I know that maybe not everybody loves Arena, but like it took me over 2 years to get my upgrade or everything upgraded. And that is a grind. The game is a grind, but it looks like you're trying here, and you can pick these easy fights. Oh, that's an interesting team. Okay. Okay. I would get rid of Newt, to be honest. He's not great for this. I would put Taurus in there. You could put Taurus. You could put Syl would work. Even though it's a go second team, you could still try Arbiter, especially if you got her tankier. Yeah. I mean, it takes time. So I think we're good here. That was kind of fun. That was hard. Place with the Missa makes it first. Huh. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I'll be honest. It took me a long time to get decent Hydra teams. And just over time, I mean, even a year ago, I was really struggling to get 2, 3 good teams. And even though my best team was very good, my third best team, even on like normal, I was struggling to find, teams that work. So it does take time to build a roster. That's just kind of how the game goes, unless you're a big spender. If you're a big spender, you can get it done over the course of a weekend if you're willing to spend enough money. But this is a good team, especially for the level of your account. Some of the champions, you make me jealous with some of the champions that you do have. You have Taurus and Rhodos, who are both better than my best nuker. I wish I had Michinaki. I think you've gotten some very good pulls on your account. It took me 2 years to get an Ugo, and then I was able to finally get my second Ugo, my third Ugo, and all that. But it took me forever to get an Ugo, and now she's in 2 of my teams. I use Arbiter, I use Mithrala, I use Newt, and I would absolutely use Taurus and Marishka. So I think we got you started. I think we got you on the right path, and thanks for being part of the clan. You didn't get Armands. That's brutal. Should we pull for Armands? Just kidding. Did you already pull for Armands? Is that why you're down to 2 ancient shards? Please save for the next fusion. I was just joking, but yeah. I'm sorry that you didn't get Armands. He's obviously a beast. He pulled 50 ancients and 4 sacreds. Well, you tried. It looks like I got you some things along the way here. Okay. So I'm going to hand this account back to you so you can do your dailies. Sure that you would like that. But thanks. This was fun. This is my first takeover, as I said at the beginning, for anybody watching this on replay or whatever. But I was just helping out my clanmate here, trying to improve his Hydra team, and we got there in the end. We got his normal Hydra run up to 12 million. It was a bit of a struggle because of the gear, but we're getting there. So that's it. I think we got to wrap this up. Thanks for letting me do this. You're kind of my guinea pig, and I'm glad I was able to get the team going for you. So did you have any questions before we go? I need to start working on my account for the rest of the day. I have some masteries that I need to do on my account too. I'm trying to get a Gnarlhorn going for a Phantom Shogun's Grove team that might not be necessary when the update comes out tomorrow. All right, so I'm going to log out, and you're free to play with your own account again. I got to quit the game, and then I got to log out. So we'll log out. You're good to go. So that's it. Thanks so much. Thanks so much to my clanmate. Thanks to anybody who's watching. I am Weiler Wednesday, and I will be back probably tomorrow with more Raid Shadow Legends content. See ya.